Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 11th through the 20th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right. Oh, I love it. Making sure, see everything okay. I love that your clarifying cards are 2 major arcana cards. That means that the overall arc of these 10 days is astoundingly powerful for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It's something that you are really embracing in yourself. There's like a karmic lesson coming in that you are absolutely embracing, and you are moving forward, just getting what you desire after a time of struggle, and now there's a time of new beginnings and joy. Yeah. Your first card is the Star card. This means that you're getting your heart's wish, your soul's wish, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. After a time, as I said, struggle. After a time of feeling as if there has been despair, there has been, you have felt hopeless. There's been a lack of hope in your life. And though you have been moving forward, though you have been achieving your goals, this is saying here that in these 10 days, either in a large way or in a small way, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what you desire deep down in your soul, the universe, divinity, is hearing it and answering your wish, your soul's wish. And the story of Branwen is that she was a princess of Wales. I know I've told the story before, but she was a princess of Wales, married to the King of Ireland, and her half-brother insulted the king, and when she went to Ireland, they accepted her, but then the people got really mad at her and said, how is she our queen when her brother insulted you so badly? When her brother, gave our kingdom such disrespect. And because the king loved her, he said, okay, I won't kill you, which seems rather magnanimous, but you are going to be, and I'm saying that facetiously because he seems a bit like a jerk, you're going to become a scullery maid. You're going to work in the kitchens, you're going to scrub, you're going to clean, you're going to go from being the most exalted woman in the land to being the most piteous. And every single day, the cook is going to give you a box on the ears. All the Welsh tales, all the women have some horrible disadvantage that they have overcome. Right? And I'm sure that there are some that don't, but I can't think of any. They're all rather sad. And here is her soul's wish. She teaches this bird how to speak. And she sends the bird to her brother, the King of Wales, which I guess she would think of as her king. And she says, please, please, please come rescue me. I am so miserable. And he crosses the sea, and he comes and he rescues her. And this is that moment where she sends her soul's wish, her heart's desire, after a time of knowing more struggle than she ever knew in her whole entire life. And that wish gets heard. Now, this could be in a large way. For some of you, it could be just like Branwen's story, and you could have somebody come in and rescue you. In a large way, you can have your wish be answered. But it's much more likely that it's going to happen in a small way. That the universe, the divine, tells you that they hear you, tells you that you're not alone, and tells you that your struggle, your place of sorrow, is coming to an end. Because this may not be, mountains moving in 10 days. Because usually the way that our soul's wish is answered is by the divine, the universe, giving us the tools to change our own existence. So keep your eyes open for it. It isn't just wishes come true, fairy tales happen, and all of a sudden you're Cinderella. This is so much more. This is something that you've been waiting for, and this is something that is going to give you the prosperity, the joy, and the happiness that you desire. But it is going to be hard work, okay? Living your soul's wish isn't going to be the easiest thing in the whole entire world, but it is going to be absolutely amazing, because you have here then the Four of Pentacles guarding your solar plexus. Because of what you've been through, you might not be as trusting of everybody else as you once were. But this is also saying you know your prosperity, you know your worth, you're guarding yourself, you're not letting in the cruel people anymore, blindly trusting people. You have your feet firmly planted on the ground. You are moving forward knowing your prosperity, knowing your joy, knowing your happiness, and building the prosperity that you want out of life. But protecting yourself. My grandparents would always say, my mother says the same thing, don't tell everybody your good news, because 80% of people don't care. And the other 10% or 20% wish you ill, or 10%, yeah, because there's only a small number of people who would actually wish you joy, wish you happiness. So keep your happiness to yourself, keep your joy to yourself. And it might sound paranoid, you might sit there and go, Dane, you can trust people, they always want the best for you. But as you are coming out of a place of sorrow and into a place of abundance and joy, you're going to find that you have to protect yourself, because people are going to start getting jealous, especially with these other cards of prosperity that we have here, of new beginnings. And this new beginnings is especially important to you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because you're a fire sign. And this is a wand, which represents the fire signs in the Minor Arcana deck. Your next card is the Nine of Pentacles. And I love the amount of pentacles in this reading, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, which can be seen as 10 if you want to, or 1. But you have the Nine of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. You have your prosperity coming into your life. And it's not just a little bit. It's wealth, it's something you value as much as money, but it's coming in a real way. And it might be that you just start to see things start to change. In these 10 days, things start to take a small turn for the better. You start to see how your prosperity is supposed to come into your life. You start to embrace the bounty of your existence. What you value as much as money coming in and leading you forward. But the Nine of Pentacles says your harvest has come. It is time for your harvest. It is time for your bounty to come in. Guard your purse, okay? Don't sit there, and again, don't trust everybody, because not everybody's going to have your best interests at heart. There's something that you love. You could be falling in love. There could be your partner that you absolutely adore, right? And your prosperity is coming in. Your bounty is coming in. Make sure that you have kind of a 360 view. That's why that hawk is there, not only to take in and understand the darker side of human nature, but when that hawk flies, can see so much more, 360, so much more than the situation that you're looking at right in front of your face. There's so much more to it, and kind of taking in that bigger picture. Not just the moment, but kind of the days, the weeks, the months to come. How that prosperity is moving forward. How you are obtaining your abundance. There are people who might be helping you. Make sure you know where your money's going. Don't just leave it up to somebody else to take care of. And I feel as if that's very important. Guarding your wealth, guarding your prosperity, knowing where things are going, knowing what is going on. Your next card is the Ace of Pentacles. This is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of wealth, of something you value as much as money, leaving behind the sorrows and entering into the next phase of your existence. Entering into the next chapter of your life. And the chapters of our lives, they don't have to be long. They just have to be meaningful. You might sit there and say, I haven't learned the lesson that I thought I was going to learn right now. It doesn't matter. It could be that the whole last chapter of your book or the whole last scene of your movie was of struggle and was of, overcoming difficulty. And now you're starting to move into the next phase, the one that brings you prosperity, the one that brings you joy, the one that brings you happiness. Or starting to change your mindset to let in this joy, to let in this happiness, instead of saying no to the gifts that are coming to you. Instead of saying, oh no, I'm not worthy, I'm not ready, it's too much, I'm too scared, which is completely reasonable. Success, some of you are moving forward in success, okay? Absolutely. Your heart's wish is to move forward in bounty and in beauty and obtain the success that you desire. And what is interesting about success, failing and succeeding are two major reasons why people don't ever go after their dreams. Because of the humiliation of failing, knowing that you didn't achieve, but also the terrifying aspect of succeeding, of having to, achieve again and again, always do better. You are embracing the fact that you are human. You are going to do your very best, bring in as much prosperity as you can into your life, but not put unwanted pressure on yourself. Life is a harvest, and you are starting to reap the benefits of keeping faith with yourself and being wise. Prudent and shrewd. Shrewd in a good way. Focused? I can't think, but having this prosperity come in, keeping it to yourself, moving forward with it, kind of, minding who you trust in life and watching the prosperity grow and grow. And this could happen in 10 days. This could be the start of it. It could start to happen in these 10 days. The cards, they aren't as married to time as we are. They don't sit there and judge every single second. It doesn't have the same meaning in the spiritual world as it does in ours. So you're moving forward in prosperity, embracing the next phase in your life, which is a new beginning, which is harnessing and recognizing the magic within yourself and having a way to focus it, having something to focus on that you are creating, that you are succeeding in. And I don't mean magic as in waving your hands or waving a wand and being able to create something. I mean that bit of divinity, that bit of the universe that is put in every single one of us. The fact that, as I always say the story, the fact that the God's head in Hinduism was hidden within every man, because that is where they would never look. The fact that, we are all made up of stardust. We are all made up of a bit of the universe. And if you want to do, Judeo-Christian, we are from a one true God and represent a one true God. It doesn't matter how you word it or what religion you use or what words you use at all. What matters is that you are so much more than what you see before you. You are so much more than the shell that you are put in. Yet we put so much worth upon looks and, what car you drive and what house you live in. And you start to focus on what you want, on this new beginning, on harnessing the power within you. And that brings you prosperity. That brings you wealth. That makes the fruits of your labor pay off. With the 10 of Pentacles. And you share that wealth. Not all of it. You see how there are 9 Pentacles up here and only 1 on the table to be shared? It's not being stingy. It's being wise. If you give all your wealth away, if you give all your prosperity away, be it wealth or something you value as much as money, if you give it all away, you don't have it. But if you keep your joy within you, if you keep your prosperity, and you multiply it, and you keep on multiplying it, you'll have more and more to share with your community, with your family, with those who are nearest and dearest to you. Share your wisdom. See how she's sharing the apple? Share your wisdom. Because wealth is coming into your life. It's something that you have worked for, and it's something that is coming in. Your clarifying cards are the High Priestess and the Lover's card. The High Priestess is lifting the veil from your eyes, seeing the truth of people, moving forward and being able to create what other people aren't able to create. Carowin was a sorceress. She was able to create magic spells and potions and transform herself. She was able to do what most people weren't. And she harnessed that power. And she let it guide her. She let it help her be something great. And then she made this cauldron of plenty, this cauldron of wisdom for her son, so that he could be great, because she kind of thought he was mediocre at best. So it's seeing the truth of the matter. Okay? It could also be being harsh. You could sit there and say, wow, she thought her son was not going to be able to achieve anything, so she made a cauldron, she made a spell that would make him be the wisest, smartest, best person in the whole entire world. It backfired. It was tasted by somebody else. But she was able to do and bestow gifts onto people that most people aren't even able to think of. This is moving forward, knowing your own power. She knew the power within her, the magic within her, okay, of the Ace of Wands. And it doesn't have to be making spells. This is knowing that you are so much greater than what you think. This is knowing your purpose, what you want from life, and absolutely and positively embracing it. And as you embrace your desires, as you embrace your strength, you start to see people for who they truly are. You start to see things without the rose-colored glasses, think of kind of, I don't know if you've ever watched the Phantom of the Opera, but I always think of this card as the scene where they're all dancing around and singing Masquerade. Okay? It's pulling the mask off everybody's face. It's no longer a masquerade. You can see the truth behind the mask. You can see the truth behind the person. And you start moving forward in love. Now, some of you may very well be falling in love, finding that partner, that person that you have been waiting for. For others of you, you are falling in love with your life. The angels are blessing you, and you are moving forward with serenity and friendship of self. But the love is coming because you are seeing the truth and because you are obtaining what you wish for. Yeah. New beginnings. You guard your prosperity. You learn how to harness your own personal power, which brings the prosperity into your life. Both these cards, the wands and the pentacles, represent the earthly plane. You're starting to see earthly results for what it is that you desire. Okay? You get this gift from the universe, from divinity, God, source, spirit. You accept it. You embrace it. You find your passion. You find what you desire, how you want to move forward on this earthly plane. You guard your wealth. You guard your prosperity. You protect your solar plexus. You move forward, again, taking this as a gift of prosperity, a gift of leaving behind sorrow, a gift of something you value as much as money, moving forward to the next phase, which is having your harvest come in. It could be large, it could be small. All right, but you guard your money. You start to see ways to either increase your prosperity, ways to have prosperity come into your life, and you keep a 360 view on things. Make sure you're trusting the right people, okay? And then sharing your wealth, sharing your prosperity, sharing your joy with others. Not giving it all away because you're accumulating more wealth. Think of it kind of as investing or as, the fruits of your labor paying off, but not chopping down the tree to get the fruit. Leaving the tree there, picking the fruit so that you can get more fruit and more fruit. That's what the 10 of Pentacles is saying. Prosperity that keeps on coming in because you're getting your heart's wish. You're getting your joy. You're getting your bliss. You're seeing the truth of the matter. You're embracing, again, your own personal power. You're not sharing it with everybody because silent waters run deep. Because your understanding and following your instincts might not be the easiest thing to explain to everybody else, but it's going to start paying off for you, and you start getting what you love. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You start getting what you absolutely desire. And your soul, your subconscious message, which they say is at the bottom of the deck, is the 6 of Pentacles. Make sure that you're balancing your wealth. I love the amount of pentacles in this reading. You're balancing your wealth. You're knowing where your money goes, just like the message in the 9 of Pentacles. You know where your money's going, but also being fair with your time. Okay? Not always giving to others and giving to others and giving to others and nobody giving back to you. You're balancing the scales. You're having that prosperity come into your life. And you're finding a way, and you're finding that it needs to be just, it needs to be fair in order for you to embrace it. Making sure that you're not doing more than everybody else around you. Right? This isn't saying, do tit for tat or anything like that. But watch the people who only take from you and never give back. And start to see, maybe those aren't the friends that you want, or maybe those aren't the people that you want in your life, or just being cognizant of that fact at work, like, wow, okay, and I'm just using an example, Sarah always, takes my help and everything like that, but she never helps me out. So I'm just going to be aware of that, not being petty, not being anything like that, but just being aware of everything that you do and making sure that you know that it counts. It counts to you and it counts in life. And not letting people take advantage. Alright, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It was a pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.